get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
He was
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
the last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They go play action with Wilson. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it. And not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Murray now on first down. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On 2nd down now. It's Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A nice gain of 21 yards. They'll try and run it in with Jones. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd down and goal. Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On second down, it's Drake, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Drake, the ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 42 yards. On first down, Drake. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Wilson now off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. On 1st and goal, Drake. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenyon Drake hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Cardinals 14, Seahawks 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun to give to Jones. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Justin Rohrwasser.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go! Here we go! Let's get him!
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 24. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Drake. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that takes us from second to third down.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That third down conversion good for 23.
First down, Seattle.
They'll run on first down. Drake, and down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's third down. And 4 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Wilson. His pass caught at the 4. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they were able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
From his own end zone now, it's Murray. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 21-yard line.
Shotgun now from Murray. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Going deep for Hupp. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 79 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with him. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need
blitz coming, and down he goes.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. The 1st down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the delay, Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down and 9.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
Good.
Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this 1st half.
Justin Rohrwasser set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Seahawks going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Play action. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the 1st half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Space to run past the 20. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th.
3 down, 3 down. Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Ain't no such thing as a...
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith.
For a Cardinal.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 26.
DK Metcalf.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards.
Seattle.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them. Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, Jones. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
He was brought down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Taken in at the 22. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
Now Wilson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 27. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Chandler Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, this game is all but over after that last 4th down stop. The only question left, will they play conservative and run the clock, or try to pour some salt in the wound? And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now
Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Chandler Jones racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top for the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Wilson now throwing on third and long. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Jones. And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. This one caught by Isabella. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
4th down.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing again, Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd and 7.